Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a very pleasant weekend on this Sunday, fine Sunday morning. Here in England, it's overcast and it's cloudy, but it's warm. So I thought I would just give you a nice little weather update there. If you haven't got out of bed yet, I wouldn't bother. Wait till Monday. I wanted to just make this video to apologise to a few people for my Mr. Meanders over Twitter the other night. I'll give you a little bit of an explanation as to what led up to my frustrations in one of the worst nights of gaming I think I've ever had. But this week I kind of started a new job, and I've been exhausted. You know, I've been out of work for a couple of weeks, and I started a new job this week, and it's just absolutely annihilated me in every way, shape and form, mentally, physically and everything. So, you know, I haven't really felt... it's not so much I haven't felt, but I haven't so much had time to, sorry, that's terrible grammar. I haven't had so much time to sit there and upload and commentate and everything else. So that's been one of the reasons. The other reason was, I was actually doing some vacuuming the other night, like a good housewife. And, we've got this new vacuum. It's like this anti-pet hair system, because we've got a big fat ball of a cat. You know, his white hair gets absolutely everywhere. So I was running around with this vacuum, and it was literally sucking everything up. It was like one of those cartoon vacuums. As soon as you turn it on, like the television, the sofa, the kitchen, everything gets sucked up into this vacuum. And unfortunately, one of the casualties was my microphone wire, my USB wire on my Yeti, and it got sucked up, and I just heard the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I thought, oh no, what was that? And when I checked, it had frayed and destroyed my wire. So I had to kind of go out and find one of those and invest. So that's another reason why there's been a lack of uploads. But you know, the other night I finished work and I had a bit of a job to do yesterday. So I thought, well, you know, I don't have to be there too early. I'll sit and I'll play some games, I'll have some beers, I'll have a nice curry, and I'll play some Call of Duty. That's what I'm going to do tonight. Big mistake. I don't know why I thought on a Friday night it would be a smooth experience for me, because it really wasn't. And it all kind of started out. This gameplay in the background, what you're seeing now, is nothing amazing. This was about the best of a bad bunch. Trust me, this was about the best thing I could come up with. And I was a canter away from deleting this, and I thought, well, now I'll showcase it just to see, you know, let everybody see exactly how dull my night was of gaming. And it all kind of started out in Modern Warfare 3. And obviously, you know, this was one of the gameplays. My teammates were just shocking. I had the dregs of society playing on my team and playing against me. And my teammates just couldn't seem to hold their own. They'd stay in their spawn, petrified to leave like a boy, scared to leave his bedroom in case his dad beats him with a rolled up newspaper. So it was just kind of me going out and doing the work and getting destroyed. Also, as well, it would do the usual thing of going into the lobby after every game, and you know, the connection, the hit detection, everything was fine. It was all working out nicely. If only it would have stopped making me host. You know, that's where my issue is with Modern Warfare 3, and always has been. It always makes me host every single game. You know, if I drop in a game halfway through and the connection's brilliant, it will go into the lobby afterwards before the next game, and for some reason it just says, well, I think you've had your time now, let's give it to him, and it gives me the host. And I've said it so many times before, I'm not going to keep going over it, but yeah, everything goes downhill once that happens, because you can't host people from America when you live in England, and people in Afghanistan, for God's sake. I didn't even know they had friggin' Xboxes in Afghanistan. But yeah, there was one guy from Afghanistan and he was raping everybody. So that was kind of contributing towards that bit of misery. So, you know, I did this smart thing. I took the game out, I put it back in its box, and I played some Black Ops 2. Oh dear me, out of the frying pan into the fire. Because it was a Remington Cap 40 B23R DSR fest. You know, I was going on some nice little runs, I was getting some nice streaks, and every time I ran out of ammo, because I don't run scavenger, which I should, I'd hunt around for a gun on the floor. Please give me a gun. Please, my salvation requires me to have a gun, just anything. And I'd just pick up a DSR or a Remington. It was like, oh God, I just don't like using these guns. You know, they're effective, but they're not my cup of tea. So, yeah, I was getting beasted a lot by those guns, and that kind of prompted me to take that out and put some Modern Warfare 2 in, which was the final nail in the coffin for me, because I wanted to play some free-for-all. There's a commentary I'm going to do a little bit later on, I think, where I want to talk about a few things about, you know, characters, and I thought I want to play some free-for-all, and I want to experience a couple of characteristics from that. And unfortunately, it was 6 quickscopers versus me on every single game. It didn't matter how I backed out, what lobby I went into, it was the same old trash. And it's almost like there's a ban on using different guns. And, you know, I'm not saying that quickscoping doesn't take skill. I'm saying that trying to play a game of free-for-all against a bunch of quickscopers is near as impossible as you can possibly get. It's just ridiculous, and anybody will tell you the same. So I'm not hating, it was just frustrating. It really was. Oh, look at that, it rhymed. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Yeah, it was horrible. I had a horrible experience, and unfortunately, because I was a little bit juiced as well on alcohol, I decided to turn my Xbox off with my fist, which wasn't a very smart move. And, you know, I got up the next morning, I sent some tweets out, some random tweets saying, oh, I'm going to quit YouTube, this is fucking doing my head in, I'm tired of this community, and blah blah blah, which got retweeted 6 million times. But I woke up the next morning and I kind of looked at Twitter, noticed my tweets, I thought, oh dear, what happened last night? And then I went downstairs, noticed my Xbox at a 45-degree angle, with my headset thrown across one side of the room and my controller underneath the TV stand. And then I noticed a slight cut on my on my knuckle, and I thought, oh no! First port of call, turn the Xbox on, does it work? Yes, thank God it still works. So I've clearly lost my ability to punch because my Xbox still works, but I'm happy that it still works, so that's good. Every cloud has a silver lining. So yeah, it was just a miserable night, and I do apologise if, you know, there are a few people who were sort of nervous saying, oh, don't quit, just play something else, play Grand Theft Auto, anything, just don't quit. And it's cool, it's fine, I'm back to normal now. It's just so tired, just such a frustrating, tiring week, so I'm okay. I'm all good. So I hope you enjoyed the gameplay as possibly best you could, and I will see you later, guys. Much love. Apocalypse done.